Hi, this is Kalamali, and I just wanted to use this video to talk a little bit about something that um, is on a lot of people's minds right now, which is that of feeling disempowered and wondering how we can possibly make any good happen right now with all the bad stuff that's been going on. And I was listening to Nayaswami Devi, who travels the world speaking about Paramhansa Yogananda's teachings. And Yogananda is the author of autobiography, let's see, Autobiography of a Yogi. And she was talking to a large group of people in India about how important it is to not give up. And I think that that's kind of the main reason that we need to talk more about what we can do, is because we don't want to just give up. We want to raise our energy and meet the opportunities that come when things are challenging. It's really just a call to our inner qualities that need strengthening, things like being positive, being kind, being caring, including others, expanding our awareness, loving one another when it's easier to be fighting with each other. And just remembering that there are so many things that, even if they're little things, they add up. And not to forget the importance of our own time for introspection, our own time for meditation and practicing yoga. These sorts of things where we can just learn to calm ourselves are really important. They can really make a change in the people around us. Everything that we do in our own self is fighting the good fight. And that's what we all can try to do to make ourselves feel like there is something that can be done. We don't have to just feel little and feel like there is so much going on and so many bad things that are happening in nearby states or even in our own communities. And another thing that Nayaswami Jyotish, who is the spiritual partner of Nayaswami Devi, he was speaking recently about a study where a group of meditators moved to the state of Rhode Island, and all they did for a whole year was do their daily practice of meditation. And because it was a small state, they actually made up, I think it was either 2 or 3% of the entire Rhode Island population. And from that year, when they were meditating daily, the state saw many things start to happen just from this simple practice. They saw things like the crime rate drop significantly. They saw the weather change and improve. They saw less unemployment. And I think it's just a wonderful example of how some of these bigger issues within communities and cities is really related to people tuning in to their higher self and those higher qualities that need nurturing to be able to grow. So remember, the next time you think there isn't much we can do and you start to lose hope, that it's so important to fight, to say, no, I want to wake up early to meditate. I want to do my yoga practice every day. I don't want to let it slide by. I don't want to fall into just doing the easy thing. Maybe the easy thing's just falling asleep or going and shopping all day at Black Friday because it's just easy and fun. Who knows what it is that we each need to kind of tune into for ourselves, but remembering that we can make a difference. There's a quote from Harry Potter that is actually really good at embracing this idea of fighting the good fight. So you may already know, but Lord Voldemort is the character in the book that represents the force of evil and hunger for power and material gain, and he is not very nice. And this is the quote from Harry Potter. Lord Voldemort's gift for spreading discord and enmity is very great. We can fight it only by showing an equally strong bond of friendship and trust. Differences of habit and language are nothing at all if our aims are identical and our hearts are open. So just remembering that we can use the power of friendship and cooperation by cultivating the inner self that is so aware of how important it is to be kind to one another and to cooperate with each other. It's the part of ourselves that knows that giving makes us happier than receiving, and that sharing joy is where we will ultimately feel the most joy, and wants to embrace our unity and not our disharmony and fear and chaos. It's the part of ourselves that is the most true. And so let's just go around spreading that message to one another that we're not alone, there is hope, and we can do so much if we only just embrace that side of ourselves. So thank you.